Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, The Plumbing Gurus. My name's Clayton. On this channel, we're striving to save you money and keep you informed on all the proper plumbing practices. On this video, we're going to be going through some concrete that I did. We're going to be going through step-by-step procedures on how we got this whole concrete job done. Come on over, let me show you guys what we did. So last video we had, or I'm not sure if it was the last one or the time before, anyways, the previous video we had all this jacked out here. We had all the plumbing exposed. We had inspection yesterday. Inspector came, he passed everything. So here in Calgary, Alberta, I'm not sure what your inspectors are like, but they'll come here. We'll usually have two inspections. We'll have one for the underground and one for the above ground inspections. Because we have our vent tied in, and I think that was all that they're really looking for. He was able just to close the whole permit. He's not even going to come back for finish because when he sees nice work, he puts a little trust and faith in us and just passes the inspection right till finish. So what we did here is we just finished this concrete yesterday. As you can see, it's still a mess. We just kind of did the concrete and we just ended up just leaving. Usually we clean up the job site, but when we're on a job like this one where it takes about a week to do, we'll try to keep it as clean as we can, but I mean, you're gonna get this, we still gotta haul all this out today, so, which I'll be doing that, getting
Plus,
like
this is just
cardio.
the leftover stuff from digging and breaking concrete. There's always some dirt left over, but you don't want to throw away all your dirt till you
There's our
put it all-
breakfast. Try to stay healthy.
So you put that dirt back, and then once you're done, then you can get rid of all of it.
Yeah. So here we had a backwater valve. So we'll knock this off after and clean all the concrete off. But here's just an access panel here. So our backwater valve is accessible. It does have a flapper in it. So if that flapper ever gets stuck opened or closed, usually if it's stuck closed, it will stop draining. So you don't want to run a snake through your toilet. You want to make sure that you check this backwater valve first, unscrew that, take off the flapper, and then run your snake through your toilet, or you could even use that as an access for a clean out and run your snake through as well if you wanted. So as you can see, we try to do as nice work as we can for plumbers, for concrete. Anything that we do, we try to do the best job that we can. So you can see we have it nice and smooth. Just a quick little, well, I'll give you a bunch of tips here. But one thing you want to do is when you're doing your own concrete in your basement or something like this where there's going to be a floor coming on top of here, you want to make sure that your concrete is either level, where like your new concrete is level with the existing concrete, or you want to go like 1/8 below. The reason for that is if you are too high here, then you're gonna have to, let's say you're putting in just like laminate flooring or like just like a thin flooring, you'd have to pour self-leveler through the whole bathroom if this was too high, okay? If this is a little too low, you'll just have to use a little self-leveler just where you poured your concrete. And it's a little tricky if different concrete has like rises differently. So we have found that this concrete that we use, we'll have to check the bag outside. We'll leave a link in the description of the concrete that we use. Oh, there it is. Quikrete. Is that right?
Quikrete.
Quikrete.
Yeah.
So we found this stuff here. It does rise just about like a very, very small amount. So we'll just finish it level with the existing concrete. And as you can see, it didn't come up very much. Actually, it's pretty much level. So what we did for the concrete here is we'll backfill all the dirt back into the hole, and we'll put the backfill to the same as the existing concrete. We want to keep that concrete the same thickness as this concrete here. You can go a little less if you want to save some concrete. It's not holding the house up. It's just pretty much holding, body weight or the toilet, or the tub around here. So you don't want to go too thin. Like I wouldn't go any less than 2.5 inches. So 3 to 4 inches is plenty of concrete to sustain the strength of the floor. So what we did is we backfilled and then we tampered all the dirt down so that it's nice and flat. so the concrete has a nice flat bed to sit on. And from there, we start mixing concrete. So got Karsten to go out and grab the bags yesterday, and I pretty much prepped all this. We haul all the bags down. From here, for 3.5 inches of concrete, I would say this here is about a bag. Okay, I would say this here would be another bag, just for a reference, maybe a bit more. So maybe out to here, if you can see that line there. So from here to here would be a bag, from here to here would be a bag. So roughly anyways, it could be a little less. So I'll usually go like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 bags would be enough for this area here, just to kind of give you an idea. So, so what I did is, like I said, we tampered the ground.
It also,
And then-
sorry, quickly, it does say on the bags, I'm pretty sure, how much
Square footage it does?
the volume or square footage. It does specify on there. We've just done so much of it that we can look at a space and know how many bags we need.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Karsten. And so from there, we'll pour our concrete. Now, where you start, it doesn't really matter as long as you have enough concrete to do the whole job. I'd say, let's say if you, for some reason, you didn't have enough concrete, I would start from over there, work your way here, maybe put a block here, stop it here, and then do this the next day or when you get more concrete. If you got a...
Another thing you want to remember is concrete's heavy. So for this job, we picked up 25 bags. There's a little extra, but you usually don't want to have. You want to have extra, but we
Not too
that's
much.
like 1,800 pounds almost. So you got to make sure your vehicle can tow that around.
Yeah. And so here, when you have like an access for a tub or a shower or whatever, we just put a piece of block here, piece of wood, and we use that as to stop the concrete from going down where the P-trap is. You don't want to have concrete down anywhere around here for a couple of reasons. One major reason would be in case you have to change this P-trap out, or let's say it's a little bit like you roughed it in a bit and you got to change it a little bit. Now you don't have to bust out concrete to relocate this P-trap. So, and it does make it a lot easier too when you're hooking it up to have this open, because you got to stick your tape in there. We take this piece out, this piece is not glued, so.
Yeah, the vertical piece here, we never glue it, and we just put a coupling there.
Yeah. And so what we'll do is we'll pour the concrete down, and we will trowel the concrete into place, and then we'll use like a 2x4 that would span from here to here, and then we just use that 2x4 to create a nice level, even surface of concrete from this new concrete to the existing concrete. And we'll just carry that on all the way. We'll use a steel trowel to move and make the concrete nice and flat. We did learn we are going to be picking up a magnesium trowel to be doing that first step, but we just haven't got that yet, but we will be getting one of those. So we'll use the flat trowel. I'll show you which one I am talking about. So I'll use this trowel here, and this guy here we'll use to, like I said, to make sure the concrete is nice and flat, and we'll do somewhat of a finish with this, like a semi-finish, and then we'll come back and use a finishing trowel, just like this one, and we'll try to get all that water to the top and gives it a nice smooth look on top and looks professional, as professional as we can do, because we are plumbers.
Not bad for a couple plumbers.
Yeah. So, and this flange here for the toilet, we will be cutting that flush with the concrete, and we'll be setting that flange down into place. So.
That's right.
And I think that's it. The access panel here, when you're setting this access panel, what we like to do is we'll just set the access panel in place, either a little lower or a little higher, and we'll put our concrete all around the access panel, and then we'll adjust our access panel once the concrete is in so that it stays. And I'll always put like easy to remove dirt on top of that backwater valve there. So if you ever need to access it, it's just taking that cover off, and you just got to pull some loose gravel or dirt out of there to access that. But if you can build it up a little bit, it does make it a lot easier. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect on top of there. The idea is when you pour the concrete, you can lift that access cover up and use the concrete to kind of hold that access panel in place. So, and I think that's it for this portion of the job. So any comments, or if you guys do anything differently than how we do it, we'd love to hear what you guys do. Don't forget, smash the subscribe button, hit a like, leave a comment, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Be safe out there. See you on the next one. Take care.